but my cameras are up and good. Oh, nope, I'm live with Mike. Says I'm going now, and yep, I'm live. You should be able to hear me. Balls. Huh? What am I doing? I'm doing one right now. I just started it. Yeah, that's what I've been telling you. Yeah, I just went live, dude. Yeah, because I wanted you to see the new camera setup. I got a new mic too. I got a new mic. I got 2 new cameras. I got a new camera mount. I got a new angle. I'm trying to make it good, man. Same bat channel, same bat monkey. I really got to get some more bearings for the damn diffs. Well, you know, I blew up an inner diff bearing the other day. The big one on the freaking pinion. Yeah, dude. I don't know what happened to it. The freaking input yoke came out with the race still attached to it, and I never found the rest of it. Like that bitch exploded. Where in the fuck? Where the hell my damn pinions go? Oh, what the hell's so funny anyway? Oh, there it is. Oh shit, where's my shims? Oh, I need that too. No, it's not this. Where did my shims go? Not here. Uh-oh. Oh, there they are. There's one of them anyway. Alright, so that is as good as it's gonna get. So what do you think?
I'm trying to find it still.
Just go to my channel.
I've tried.
Oh, I changed the name of the channel. It's 941 Bachelors RC. I wanted to make it more inclusive to everybody else. Just not have my name on it.
941 Bachelors?
Yeah, 941 Bachelors RC. Obviously, you're not subscribed, so you won't get notifications.
Well, I don't know how the hell I'm able to watch your stream, man.
But you can watch my stream. You don't have to be subscribed. But you won't get notifications to it. Like your phone won't go ding. Hey, the asshole's on. Where the fuck is that gearbox? There. No, that's something else. What the shit? No, I'm not gonna use this right now. Where the fuck is my spare gearbox? There it is. Yeah, I got 2 separate cameras now. One's like looking at my workspace, and the other one's looking at my ugly fucking mug. Oh yeah, that one's just straight shit. Fuck it. New gearbox or differential case, bulkhead, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Now.
Huh?
Look at the camera.
Ah!
I see you.
How you like that shit? Fucking weirdo. Who's this fucking nudge up? Oh shit. Holy shit. Somebody get the zip code off of that bird. Oh hey.
I like the overhead shot.
You like that? You can actually see what I'm doing?
Yeah, it's like I'm looking right over your shoulder almost.
Well, I had it straight up and down, and I realized something. I'm left-handed. So a lot of times I'm covering, with my left hand from that angle. So I put it over. It's like it's to the left of my left ear now. Just, coming over at an angle. It almost looks like it's straight down, but it's not. Yeah.
I just see you, though. I don't see your table.
Well, it's not aimed downward. Like,
okay, all right.
Oh, it should be though. It should be aimed a little bit downward, but it might be zoomed in too much to get my ugly face in the table. Oh no, that'll work. There's that. How's that? Better? Okay, cool. Yeah, that's gotta be mine, right? Cool. Yeah, that's actually mad, dude. I've tried changing exposure, I've tried changing brightness, gamma, I've tried flipping the script on the input. Nothing's gonna get that except for doing something about the light, especially because it's fluorescent. So that's the deal with that. But
Just wrap all the corners of the walls with LED strips.
yeah, I wanna spend that much here when I'm trying to get the hell out.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, right. Fuck that noise. All right, if I get another thin shim, I'm putting it in here. Yeah, I shattered that bearing right there, that big guy.
Let me see one more time.
And I got it held up to the camera right now.
Okay. Yep.
Yep. And the race came out. The bearing came out of the front with the yoke, and the race was still on it. So I don't know what the hell happened to the bearing, because I never found any evidence that bearing was ever in there. Hey, let me let's see what everybody else people are texting me. Oh yeah, yeah. Can't talk to text when I'm on the phone, huh? There you go, fuckers. Yep. Yeah, so I mean, I spend a shitload of time doing this, obviously.
Yeah.
These things are almost at the level of a real monster truck as far as wrench time versus drive time.
Okay.
I mean, it's not that bad. The problem is that I have 5 cars that I drive. No, I have 4 cars that I drive. Now 5 because Claire, Claire's is here, and well, we bought it anyway, so whatever. Um, and I have and Nick's got 3, including the 8. So I have to fix all of those and mine. I don't have to, but I do. And so to me, it's almost about, I'd say, 10 minutes of drive time for 2 minutes of fixing it. No, Alan just texted me. Yeah, Alan is fucking really talented, dude. He doesn't have the experience. Like, you can just tell, like, a lot of the times he gets a trick nailed down and it's all muscle memory. He doesn't even know what he's doing with the remote because he can't explain to you how he does it. But after a while of doing it, he figures he's only been driving like 6 months, dude. Like, he's mastered the flare, the 180 backflip. He just kicks it out straight sideways. It almost looks like a motocross bike doing it. Seriously, it's freaking nasty. Just made a short called "The Flare Man Cometh." That was him like busting out some nasty flares at the skate park over the weekend. We actually did some pretty good stuff in that one. I went pretty nasty with the spider. Oh, do you know what that is?
No.
All right, let me show you. It's 3 different cars. This thing used to be a Titan. Then we put a Mojave chassis on it, extended about 4 inches. Then we speed ran it. This is the one that went through the TV.
Okay.
Same chassis. Then after I ran it through the TV, I put Creighton suspension on it. The shocks are a combination of Creighton and Typhon because I didn't need that kind of length. And it's running 10 scale Copperhead tires, the same ones that come on the Creighton, but the little one. And it's 6S, and it's geared to the moon. And I've got to change the rear yoke out of the differential because it's about to blow a pin.
How often do you have to break down the springs and
Like rebuild the shocks? I probably rebuild the shocks about every 6 to 8 batteries on each one. Because that's actually recommended. But it's more like when I start to notice performance drop off, really. Like on my truck, the chassis slapping a little bit now on my big truck, so I'm probably going to pull those apart. And I've got all these seals and everything here. Plus, I don't know I'm sure I did my modifications on that one. Oh, I got to write that one down too. Shit, that's another one I do. Let's see, hold on a second. Let me check. I've got a text message to myself. Here, I'll read off. Well, let me put that in. I'll read off all the stuff for the re-engineering. Okay, right. So, yep, shock mod, O-ring mod, G. I almost forgot that one. Okay, so here's all the stuff that we re-engineered on the 6S armor. Diff install shims, diff internal shims, 3mm screws in the flaps, 3mm screws in the battery tray, 3mm screws in the body mounts, different alignment angles in stock, shock springs, shock pistons, shock and control arm rod polishing, extended bolts in certain places, drilled deeper and tapped deeper, rear body mount relocation mod, front tie rod mod, wheel shims, not my mod, but I'll show you how to do it. Hub modifications that I've got a custom thing for. I've stripped one hub in the last 5 months out of all these cars. We used to do one a day. The differential internal ring shim cut, countersink certain things. Like I countersink all my stuff on my shock towers. It's all shiny. What else? The front body modification that didn't work out. Drilling your front bumper for access to the bulkhead screws, putting washers in these countersunk screws, not my idea, but you have to do it. Using set screws in the stock shock pins instead of screws because they look better. Free motor guard, yeah, double-sided tape. And now the O-ring shock mod. And that's it, yeah. So all of those things are armor modifications for the 6S series that we came up with. Some of it was done to the V6, which Clara has. Clara's got a V6, so does Alan.
Okay.
I got to tell you, I've driven both of them, and it's just. Now they also have new programming in the ESC. The ESC is different. They beefed up a lot of stuff. They fixed a lot of stuff that everybody else was fixing anyway. The rear wing mount / wheelie bar setup is pretty nice now. It's very robust. But dude, they're so easy to drive out of the box, like to do stunts and shit, like flips and just bounce around and have a good time. Now, granted, I've never driven one that didn't have different tires on it because the backflips, they're good for everything tire. Okay, I'll show you the difference. Give me a second here. Grab one of those. All right, so here's a stock backflip, right? Non-belted. This is what comes on the Notorious. Non-belted, foam insert. Pretty hard tread. Good for driving around the street and in the dirt. We'll do stunts. We'll do tricks. Has pretty good traction on concrete, and we run these things. See the difference?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a Proline trencher. They're belted. We were running the Badlands, which is this one, but they ballooned too bad, and we ended up ripping tires off the wheel all the time.
And you don't have that issue with the.
No, because the other ones are belted. Those are not belted. So yeah, they actually have probably I don't know, maybe cloth or nylon belt built in them, so they don't balloon out. And those big old honking tires have a lot of, they give you a lot of give when you land funny. But yeah, those will still haul ass, and they're great for tricks. And well, I mean, you check out the videos, you'll see what we're doing. We're getting pretty crazy with shit. But if I get that ramp built, we're really gonna be getting crazy with shit.
Yeah, that should be a set of videos that you should do. You do so building for him.
You know what? We'll film it and we'll see how I feel about it when I'm done. Because unless it's a really, really good finished product, then I don't want to bore everybody with I mean. People want to see my failures, of course. Go look up the crash playlist. Ooh, God, that sounded like I broke some shit. It just landed on chassis.
pass this knowledge on. I don't.
Oh, you mean teaching?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed it. And I mean, honestly, if you look at the facts, it's the last thing I have to give to society is the knowledge and uh, experience that I've occurred in my 47 years. Yeah,
Yep. I will be 48 in a month and a half.
Well, welcome to life on the back nine. Everything's on the back nine. My life, my career. Yeah, this thing is awfully stiff, but it is getting smoother. I think I'm just going to let it ride because after one battery pack, it will be indestructible.
Right.
You want to freaking wear it in a little bit. I mean, it's stiff. Don't get me wrong, but a little bit of run time, it'll be good. I'd rather set them too tight than too loose. Anyway, these gears aren't getting any cheaper.
Now you don't have to take those bearings apart and change the oils in them like we did with the RC cars.
Right. I've got a thing I do. So you can buy like new bearing kits, or actually what we do now is we buy sleeves of each individual bearing we want to use.
Okay.
Because you need like for instance, this size bearing isn't everything. That is for the differentials, out drives. That's for the outside of the hubs. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bearings in the car right there.
Right.
Then this guy right here, that little guy, that is 2 in the whole car.
Right.
Front and rear differential input. And that's it. And that's only if you have that size diff. You may have a different diff because some diffs come with bigger bearings and whatnot. In fact, the new 6S, the V6 comes with a bigger bearing, but we were already running cases with that bearing anyway, so we have plenty of them. And then there's a bearing that you have 4 of, and then it's just so you buy the amount you need, and we just buy sleeves of 8, and then just buy as many as we need. So
Right.
when I'm taking a car apart, if I'm taking something apart, there's bearings there, I'm swapping them if I have them.
Okay.
So I don't always have them. For instance, right now I'm out of the big bearings for the differentials. And then the ones I take out, if they're not too wobbly or too worn in or anything, I'll throw those in gasoline for a week.
Yeah.
And they'll be in there with my old differential parts and anything that I want to clean up to reuse. And then I will soak them in this stuff. CLP. It's a gun cleaning lubricant stuff from Lucas.
Okay.
Clara turned me on to it because she uses, she's got a 9 now, and she likes to clean it all the time because she's a new gun owner, and she's like nuts. Because all new gun owners are like, oh, clean it every day. So yeah, Alan fucking started that. Thanks, dude. not our new Alan, the old one.
I take mine. I take the slide off of mine and I rub it with a fucking an oily rag, and then I put it back in a plastic bag and put it in my backpack. That's it.
Okay.
Pistol jumped up and shot anybody.
Yeah, right. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing, buddy? Mike, welcome to the club. Rocky Mountain Bashers in the house. Yeah, man. I was just screwing around, and I wanted to show my buddy Mike, who's on my phone here, because I don't know, he's not going to get a YouTube channel because he says they're conspiracy things. I'm just kidding, Mike. I just wanted to show him the new camera setup. Yeah, I know. I still need to get the glare off of the one that has my ugly mug in front of it. I need to do something with this fluorescent light. I'm probably going to tape half of it up or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. But Mike, your opinion on the view? I changed over for the hands view. I think it's much more accurate now. You can actually see what I'm doing. I moved it to the left because being left-handed, I'm always blocking that side.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did tell me about the gun oil. I'm sorry, Mike. It's not that I didn't pay attention to you. It's that I didn't have any on hand. Because I'm lazy. If I got it on hand, I'll use it. Anyway, yeah, okay, so I soak in that stuff for about a week. Then I dry them off. And it's a super light oil. So you can spin them and you can see if you got dirt in them or if they're chopped up or if there's anything going on with them. Yeah,
each one.
right. And then if I get any that don't feel ready to go in the car right there, then I'll throw them in Lucas, engine honey.
Okay.
And I'll let them sit in there for about a week, flip them over once or twice, pull them out, let them drain, and then if they're still unsatisfactory, even after having a thicker oil in them, I chuck them in the garbage. And I've probably got 25, 30 bearings sitting right here.
Okay.
95% are these. The diff bearings. And I've got some steering bearings. Those are little tiny suckers. Look at that little guy. And then I got some diff inputs, and that's about it. But I got some. Oh, I got a diff bearing in here, 2 of them actually, and then I got some out dry bearings. It's the or not the inner hub bearing, the big one. And then I've got these ones still soaking in the CLP. So they're always in a process. I probably have some more soaking outside in gas. I just keep recycling them until they wear out and get some more. That's my current process anyway. But I'm always refining shit, changing shit, finding better ways to do shit. All right, so the front's got to go out and up. Right, but I got no rear, so now I want more anti-squat, Dude, 5 degrees is awesome on these things. Drives so much better.
I got a little project, that fucking e-bike I got.
Right.
I guess I hit a bump.
Distorted. Hold on a second, Mike. The video's distorted still? Which one? All right, you know what? Let me just put it on my TV real quick, because, dude, it looks clean as shit here. Oh, all right, motherfuckers. Oh, wait, shut up. Okay,
You alright?
yeah, I'm just checking my TV real quick. I want to see what this shit looks like.
Oh, I was talking about.
Oh. Everybody meet Mike Castagna. This guy was my pitman when I was racing gas cars back in the day. We raced State Series 3 years in a row together and Nationals 2 years in a row together. This guy was my right-hand man, rebuilt anything with a serpent logo on it. He was there when we made up 3 Nut Dog. Yeah, he's been there for all of it. At least until I quit. What? No, I don't want to get. Where the hell is my YouTube? This shit's missing. Home, yes. Where's my YouTube? Not movies. Fuck this. Fuck this. Back. Fucking. No, my Roku took a shit the other day. So now I'm at the mercy of this piece of shit TV.
You try to reset it?
I mean, I just did. Well, because I got into a movie and I couldn't back out far enough to get back to the app, so I don't know what the hell it was. Like, protesting. Oh, by the way, those 3 videos I did. Okay, so I shot a really cool video at Northport, or I put together a video from Northport that was us and also the bikers and skaters together and all that shit. I had killer music, everything was tracked out. I had some AI going on, a couple of freeze frames, some voiceovers, and then I went to put it on YouTube, and they said, "Nope, fuck you." They blocked it.
Why?
Why? Well, because it had a song in it. Had Higher Ground by the Red Hot Chili Peppers in it, right? So I went back, took out the music. What? Will you turn the fuck on now? Went back, took out the music, put in a voiceover rant with captions about YouTube being ridiculous, because they are.
Right.
And then I went and split the video up, because it was 2:16. I split it into 2 1-minute videos, had to cut some off of it, so some shit's in the wrong places, the voiceovers aren't right, and shit moved around. But then I took each 1-minute video and then uploaded them to YouTube with Red Hot Chili Peppers Higher Ground. Wow, how'd I do that? Because YouTube will let me have it, but they won't let me get it somewhere else. Thanks, douchebags. Yeah. It's just stupid, dude. Say what?
They took it down because of copyright infringement, basically.
Yeah, okay. So how is it copyright infringement if I get it from somewhere else and not from them? What's the difference?
Yeah.
What's the fucking difference? Not to mention, they increased the amount of time you can have a short video from 1 to 3 minutes. Did they increase the amount of time they'll give you music for? No. If you're with 60 seconds, you'll get music, man.
That's fucking crazy too.
Hence my rant.
Land of the free.
Home of the repressed. Land of the censored. Yep.
Have a mouthpiece? Hold on, I'm gonna cut that out.
What the hell are you talking about? You doing surgery on your dog?
No, I said you have a mouthpiece. We're gonna cut it out.
Yeah, right, exactly. Oh, wait, you have an opinion other than ours? You must pay. Wow. You ever done one of those, Mike?
What?
Talking Mike Canadian. That's my, that'd be my D block. You see how the little brace there is kind of like tacoed? I don't know how the hell that happens. Oh, wait, these are full adjustment. Cool. Oh, yeah, so I need to change the fronts. Otherwise, I'm not getting enough to. All right. Well, where did that come from? Yeah. All right. So, yeah, I am actually using those crap blocks, Mike, that I hate, but I ran out of blocks because I broke a bunch of shit. And these are actually working for now. I haven't broken them yet. Probably because of the hinge pin sleeves. All right, wait a second. Yep, shock toward the front. Going the wrong way. Thanks. Son of a bitch. No, actually, this is in the front. Yep, got it. Okay. There we go. I was thinking of it backwards. What?
I said nard.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry, sir, but your idea has an extra chromosome. That's all you can say now. You definitely can't say the R word anymore. You'll get canceled. Wish I could cancel my ex-wife. Yeah, I love that. This thing's so cheap it won't even go freaking won't even spin plastic. No, but the drill actually. No, the drill slips on the bit. It's a cheap ass drill. But I don't strip screws that way, so screw it, whatever. It's just I wish I had proper shit. Wish I had the drill I had in my house. Oh, that's right, it melted. Yeah, lately, dude, it's been one thing after another that I'm missing. Trust me on that. Like a bed. Yeah, I'm not putting that one in. It's got too much slippage already. Come on. Off you go. More screws. There we go. Come here. It's hard to pick screws out of here when you're a well-hung lesbian. I mean, I have big fingers. How was that? Oh. Okay, cool, Mike. Thank you. I thought you said it did look like it was shit before, like before. All right, so yeah, that screw's not long enough for what I'm about to do to this car. How much room do we have in this hole? Where's this orange? That's what she said. Yeah, more than that. Yeah, maybe. See, if not, I can always drill it. Yep. All right, so here we go. Here I come to wreck the day. Now, I had to replace this bulkhead because the M2C, not that I'm blaming M2C, it's definitely not their fault, but their chassis brace, that is a very, very sweet piece of equipment. I highly recommend everybody get one. If you've got a Creighton or a Notorious or a Typhon that you air big time and possibly could land at that weak spot in the chassis, because it will save your neck and your back. I mean, whatever. Oh, so I heard this there. This is great, right? So this dude and Jesus are having a conversation, right? And he's being a bit narcissistic. So his buddy's like, "Look, bro, you're only famous because you're dead." That's not bad. I think that's pretty goddamn funny. So that's just about everybody I told about it. All right. Let's see. A couple of countersunk cretins in here. They should be. Yeah, I should extend those to 3, but I didn't. No, I don't have them in because I didn't want to put them in at the time. Whatever. Oh, by the way, these shock towers, guys, they're nothing special. They ain't no MTCs or nothing. These are just polished versions of arrma's red ones. Yeah, just took all the red stuff off. Both of these shock towers were fire safe. So meaning they were in a house fire and recovered and probably bent several times before the house fire, and then probably weakened by losing their heat treat in the house fire, and then bent and rebent and then polished, and now they're on my truck. So I don't know, whatever. They're working now. No problems. All right, my hubs. Ooh. That's done. Okay, more shit to do. That's the biggest thing about these. Every time you take them apart, you find more shit you gotta fix. Right. So where in the hell are my shock pliers? Shit. Whatever. Fuck it. That'll work. When in doubt. Fuck it. Not that one. It's like the biggest pair of freaking regular pliers I've ever seen. Well, I can't say that. If you've ever been on a tool truck, you've seen pliers way bigger than that. Right. Oh, damn. Oh, aluminum hubs. Yeah, they suck to get bearings out of. Come on. Really, you little bastard? There you go. Good boy. Out you go. All right, let's see what we got here. There's a big one. That's actually really good. Over shimmed maybe? Don't play in either of those. I haven't got any going. Yeah, I think so. But they're not drained yet. I'm not putting that in the truck until they're drained because that shit picks up more dirt than you would fucking believe. Okay, so I've got no play here. I didn't see any shims come out of it. What the hell's going on with these things? Shouldn't do that unless they're just not fully seated. The only problem with aluminum hubs. Come on. Really, dude? Yes, I know this is the wrong way to do things. I don't have a vise in here, and I'm just trying to get this car done. So I can test it, make sure it's good like the rest of them, because the rest of them were great last night. Just like you. No, I'm not going to go there.
Your mom.
Yeah, you know how I roll, bro. Cut deep immediately. That way you get out of it. Not about to sit here and crack jokes with you about your mom all day. I just want to go home. That's why I went deep the first time. Right to the jugular. Right off the bat. Hold that body up. Oh, this shock top. Okay. What is this? I wonder if this. Yeah, there we go. That bitch. Alright, so we got no shims in this thing. Obviously, one of the bearings is not quite sitting right, which is why we're rough. So, almost. Yeah. Still sounds rough as shit, but this is smooth now.
I can hear the metal through the phone.
It ain't metal, bro.
It's not?
It's pushing the side of the bearing over because the thing's not sitting straight, but it's smooth as shit in your hand. Oh, there's a shim. That's what it was. Not that it was in the bearing still, but it's just not sitting straight. All right, so we're gonna do a little. Yeah, see, damn thing doesn't want to come out because the bearing's not set straight. I don't know what it is. Maybe something's bent here. I could have bent a hub. Who knows? God knows I've done enough shit to do it. All right, so we're gonna do something that most people wouldn't try because that's how I roll. Put a little goo in there and let it seep out into the bearing on its own. Just like that. See, totally sealed. Not gonna fall out. Yeah. Takes a long time for 140 weight to get in this stuff, but that's gonna feel great in a minute. And because when that thing gets hot, it's gonna push it out somewhere. Hopefully not into the dirt. Oh, Mike, you remember Carmelita Park?
Yeah.
Where the BMX track was?
Yeah.
Right. So that's where the skate park is now.
Okay.
It's like, okay, so if you're looking to the west and looking at the giant hill where the start of the races are.
Logan, hold on a moment.
Yeah. Whack off real quick.
No, I haven't, ma'am.
Man,
I've
you in
been
the
out
military?
back here most of the afternoon, too. I haven't seen anybody.
I bet you get in the kitchen, maybe a sandwich. No,
What's her name, just in case?
Um,
Karen? No, you're fine. I hope you find her.
Good luck, Karen. That was funny. Oh. Who banged the hamster?
Apparently, Louisiana is kind of like Florida now.
No, you guys got way more people that don't speak English than we do.
Yeah, but I just had a nice Asian woman come up and ask about an old woman with Alzheimer's walking around the neighborhood.
Oh yeah, but you guys only got one. They're free range down here.
Maybe it's like migrating this way. I don't know.
God, wouldn't that be nice? Like if they're snowbirds, why isn't there a season on them? Yeah, friggin' like half of my work is either for snowbirds or people who decided to move down here from Snowlandia.
Yeah.
But it's not bad because they got money.
But now they got money.
Dude, these people have all the money. They got all our money. They're rich, old white people. How many people have any money?
Yeah, but I don't really think money's going to be an issue anytime soon.
Dude, we ain't ever going to see that. And we don't talk politics on this show. Ever. No politics, no religion. The only religion we talk about is the 3 commandments of Logan.
No, we can't even talk about the band Bad Religion?
Oh, we can talk about bad religion, yeah, because that's music. That's not religion. We can't talk about the lead singer's religious beliefs. Not during these things strange. I mean, no, freaking the guy lectures at UCLA.
Yeah.
On the regular. Greg Gaffin is brilliant, man. I haven't read one of his books yet, but I've been pretty busy lately getting fucked by your life. Dude, seriously, my live cast on Saturday night was My Wife Left Me and Took the Dog. This is not a country song. That's funny, man. Come on. Yeah. I mean, it's not like I put in, and the dog popped my mattress, too. Even though he did.
That could be the mini story in the third verse.
If I was going to make that a song, it wouldn't be exactly country. It would be more like Bloodhound Gang country.
Right.
Yeah, make it at least funny.
Another band that I never grew out with, everybody said I would.
Well, it's Bloodhound Gang's got more than just, weird, funny stuff going on. It's not like Beavis and Butthead where it's so stupid you're going to grow out of it. It's more, there's artistic flair there in the music alone, and then you add the lyrics to it. And I mean, it's almost, honestly, I'd consider them more talented than any rapper I've heard a kid less than 20 years old listening to. I mean, I think my right nut is more talented than that. Okay. Guys, you gotta give me a second here. I gotta put this in a vise to make sure these pins are gonna set right. Because right now I got a D block standing off. Can't have that, especially not with these plastic inserts. Oh, if anyone wants to know, I'm running. I don't have the inserts that are full blast. Full blast. I have half blast. Full blast. If anybody doesn't know what that is, the arrma Typhon TRL. It comes with these same C&D blocks that have the adjustable inserts. They let you adjust toe and anti-squat. I'm running. I would like to run max anti-squat 1 degree of toe, but I don't have the bits for it. So I'm running. I think max anti-squat's 5. No, it's 3 or 5. Anyway, I'm running half a degree less anti-squat than I want to run. So it's either 3.5 or 4.5. And I'm running 1 degree of rear toe because 3 degrees is too goddamn much, even for an off-road car. If you need 3 degrees of toe, you need to learn how to drive because nobody needs that much understeer. Seriously, dude. Oh, that's why it's not sitting right. I got this one offline. At least I checked it. Probably too busy talking. But yeah, dude, freaking anti-squat just makes the car drive so much better, especially in loose conditions when you're spinning the wheels. And, you know, it doesn't get all crazy sideways. But 3 degrees of rear toe, if I did that on my road car, the tires would last about 6 miles. I mean, granted, it's not the same ordeal. We're not talking about, you know, road and dirt and all that shit, but it's just excessive rear toe causes understeer. Every single vehicle in America is designed, except for solid axles, of course, is designed. Well, the alignment angles are set up for excessive rear toe. Excessive rear toe causes understeer, so that if you go into a corner too fast, it won't turn and it scares the shit out of you because the rear end's in check because the tires like this. So when you take out well, I'd say start with half. Take about half the rear toe out. If your car calls for 0.3, back it down to 0.15. And try it out. Go somewhere safe where you have some kind of pavement or something you can play around on, preferably in the rain. Try pushing it through a corner, see what happens. I'll bet you'll find that if the back end starts stepping out, you hit the gas a little bit, weight will transfer to the back, and it'll stick it. And if front end starts washing out, let off the gas, weight will transfer to the front, even go 10% brake maybe, not more than that. You're not trying to use your traction for the brakes, you're trying to turn. And it'll stick it. Your car's weight balance can be controlled by throttle. It is a balanced car. Or oversteer, understeer, whatever, be controlled by throttle. If it's uncontrollable, well, it's not set up right. Not to mention you won't have to do rotations. That's another reason they have more toe than they should. So it chops your rear tires on the inside edge. You get a perfect alignment to factory spec on any front-wheel drive car and not rotate the tires, and I guarantee your back tires will be chopped and feathered. Because it's too much toe. That's why they recommend rotations. I never rotated anything on my Civic ever because I ran a perfect alignment angle and I just wore out the fronts every 3 months and the backs every 6. But I was also autocrossing and drag racing. So kind of happens. Right, so that's where we were. There you go.
You ever going to get another SI?
No, not anything that's been released after the one I had, no.
Yeah.
Because everything after what I had, well, okay, so you got to look at the facts. So we were taking a 96 2000 computer system. You know, OBD2, base OBD2, not the advanced they have now. And we were de-engineering them, de-evolving them back into an OBD1 setup. So with a jumper harness and OBD1 ECU. But then we also had a custom ECU with an extra sister board that could modify anything in the data you wanted to. You would set it up for coil on plug, all kinds of features, full throttle shift, launch control, you know, different maps, alcohol sensing, you name it, boost control, anything you can do with most aftermarket standalones that cost $3,000 to $4,000. And this is like a $300-400 setup now, $500 maybe. And, you know, we were still running perfect emissions probably because we were getting great gas mileage as long as we were on it. But where the hell was I going with this? Oh, so, you know, you only had one computer in the car. You had the ECU. You didn't have a body control module. You didn't have a dash control module. You didn't have an AC control module. You didn't have a transmission control module because if you didn't have a manual, you're an idiot. Plus, Honda won't work with a manual. A Civic without a manual is like An elephant without a schlong. Well, that'd be a female, but you know what I mean. A male elephant without a big schlong. Like the elephant has a little tiny one. You can't even get anybody pregnant because it's so small. That's what I'm talking about. Elephant's supposed to have big ass wieners. That's the way it works. I don't know why I use that for an analogy, but fucking whatever. I ain't here to impress any fuckers. Just kidding. So anyway, oh hold on, what we got here? Oh, for lure up mechanic at work, technician. Mechanics don't do electrical. Anyway, I'm just kidding. It's not that big a pet peeve. Yeah, dude. 28 years racing on cars. And I've been doing these since I was 9. Took a little hiatus, but you know, racing got boring after a while. You know, we were sponsored. You know, got to deal with bullshit from sponsors, like showing up for fucking kissing baby hour or whatever the fuck he wants to call it. Remember that shit when we got called out there because they were releasing a new car? I was like, are you shitting me, dude? Like, I'm not a celebrity. I don't show up for book signings and shit. like I'm not a dude who races cars that you give cheap parts to. That's all it is. Yeah. Should have stayed on our own or got a decent sponsor anyway. But he folded like, I don't know, 6 months after I quit. I mean, I don't know if his business went under, but he cut it and moved back up north. Yeah, Steph is definitely Steph at first. Oh, come here, you little bitch. All right. And lunch. Now, here's the important part. You got to make sure that you don't use anything deep in your holes. Obviously, that is a massively deep hole when it comes to screws, especially the 3mm countersunk variety. So, it's a brand new housing. Yeah, see, there's only that much going in. So, we're going to start out with that. Then we're going to check the rest of it. Oh, by the way, I don't know if anybody knows this, but I don't think these things come pre-threaded. So they want you to jam that screw in there and make your own threads. Of course, don't bottom it out and keep going because you're going to strip your new threads because it's hot from using a screw gun or whatever. But also, don't pre-tap your stuff. You can run screws through it if you really want to. I don't really recommend it. This thing slips really bad, so I don't think I'm stripping my screws. And definitely don't pre-tap them because I've done that to cases and it cut the lifespan in a quarter. I think we can still use the big guys in the front here. I know we're not tightened down, but oh yeah, we got room. So full length, whatever these are. I guess if you got there's something to compare it to, I guess here. Okay, here we go. 17mm wheel hex. So these screws are probably, I don't know, 20 mil? Yeah, I'd say so. So 20mm countersunks if you're running the M2C brace. That was shot. That was bent. Jesus Christ, I hope there's more of these. All right. Yeah, I don't know why all my screws are bent all the time. Couldn't be the 40, 50 foot airs. See that? Yeah, you haven't been on the channel, man. Dude, you got to check out the re-release of the triple backflip I did out of the bowl in Northport. Oh, and I re-released the parking lot jump too. Just a quick one, not the extended version. Nobody liked that one, according to the numbers. That's why I did that little YouTube test. I made a 7-second video of it. I made a 2-minute video of it. Which one do you think got thousands of hits, and which one got 64? Yep, the attention span of America is in the toilet. Unless you something you really want to pay attention to, or you're older than 10 or 20, well, 30 these days. God knows no, that would be in a different, that'd be Gen Z, right? Like 30 somethings or late 20s, early 30s. I think that's Gen Z. Anyway, all right, so I don't have the right screw, so fuck it, I'm gonna stick a button out of it. See what happens. You move my foot. Mike, you still there? Yo. Mike. Yeah. Making sure you're still there. I had to move my phone. Lovely. Okay, so when you have screws to walk about, you got a drill. Just Open it up, put it on the screw. Okay. Tighten it down, unscrew your screw. Done. Doesn't work in all applications, but yeah, that one's not out far enough. So that thing's really messed up. Yeah, maybe it was a wrong match. I don't care. Whatever's. Oh, come on, really? Yeah, Mike, did you get that video I sent you about the car I was working on? Yeah. All right. Yeah, no, I did an engine today on a, what the hell is it called? Genesis Q60? Okay. Yeah, the twin turbo 3-liter engine transmission assembly. Yeah, we pulled that engine and transmission assembly out to change the turbocharger. You believe that? Because step one in the service manual to replace the turbocharger, left or right hand side, is to remove the engine and transmission assembly. So I was simply following the directions. And honestly, you ain't getting to it if you don't. Well, if you look at the width of the engine in the video, and then you look at the width of the engine bay, there's not a ton of room front to back, no. Or side to side, I mean. And the front is pretty much about 3 inches of space from, turbo plumbing, radiator hoses. The back's got a nice gap to it, but that's because they didn't screw up the harnesses real bad. In fact, they made this engine so easy to pull. It's probably the easiest I've ever done. But I think it's because they know their engines are shit, so you're going to have to pull it out sooner or later. I mean, I don't know about you guys. If anybody out there has a Hyundai or a Kia that has engine problems, I'm sorry. But there's been massive recalls, and when I worked next to Kia, every single other bay had an engine job going on. Either swapping a cylinder head or swapping a long block, short block. And then my daughter in Kentucky bought a 2018, I don't know, Forte or some shit. Took it up north, started screwing up, went to the Kia dealer. They said it was fine. Went back to the Kia dealer. Engine blew up. The motor in it blew up on the way home. I swear to God. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not trying to dog on them, but, I think they got their shit sorted out now. I mean, but this car I'm working on is also pretty old. Plus, the motor on the car I'm working on is in great shape. And I don't even know if there's anything wrong with the turbo. In fact, I don't think there is. The owner requested a new turbocharger. There's a phone quote. We never looked at the car. They came in, put a deposit down on the turbo. We ordered it. We installed it. That's it. So I have no idea if he needed the damn thing or not. Do I like doing jobs like that? Hell no. But, that's what the customer wants. The customer gets. Okay, what is going on here? You know what? I'll bet. Oh, yeah, that's a different fucking part. I put the wrong top race piece in. Or the extension to the bulkhead. That's what you get when you try to use the new shit in the bag. Come here. Set this up proper so you guys can actually see what the hell I'm doing. Get shit out of the way. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to get this guy in here. Get our braces on. Oh, I don't know if anybody heard the thing I was saying earlier about all the arrma stuff. So the body mount relocation doesn't work with these body mounts I'm using, but I'm using these because, well, I had to piece them together to get my body as low as I wanted. But the extra screw hole going up the back here, 1, 2, 3. All right, we drill an extra hole there, and then we move the body post up a bit because all you got to do is, or the body post mount. Then all you got to do is shorten your body post, and then that moves the body mount out of the way of getting a screw out to get your rear end out of the car. So you don't have to take the body mount off to get the rear end out. That's what that modification is all about. But in this case, it doesn't really matter because I got these screw out body mounts that I installed myself because I wanted to do something a little different. But always testing new shit. Never know what you're gonna find works. Come on. I'm starting to dislike you. The hell was making the noise? Sounds like there's a hooter outside. I haven't seen an owl around here in a minute. Oh, that's one of those goddamn air rats. Fucking pigeon. Or a dove, whatever. Is there a difference? Is there really a difference? They look identical. I mean, seriously. Is it like one doesn't know how to read, so he can't carry mail? Oh, come on. Here we go. You kept crossing on me. Also, another trick. I don't know. Well, I'm sure anybody out there has ever done any kind of car work knows. If you ever got a screw that doesn't want to go in or keeps cocking sideways on you, back it off slowly until you feel it click forward. That's the first thread setting. And once you got the first thread set, you can run it in. I mean, start off slowly, but you can run her in after that. All right, obviously I switched up my screws pretty good because I don't have the screws for the back end anymore. Oh, man, I need to find some extras. I think I do have some of them. Yeah, that's one right there. All right. Oh, no, that one's already got one, so it's just this one. Almost there. Yeah, I guess I'll do a shock rebuild in this video. All right. Oh. I can't believe there's 7 people. If anybody has any questions, by all means, please ask. I'd love to say, hey, you guys are all just sitting back having beers going, look at this purple-haired asshole. I mean, honestly, I'm sure nobody, or only some people can see what the hell I'm actually doing. So, any questions at all, please, by all means. What am I missing that used to be on the back end for that thing? Oh, yeah, because that had the insert. Man, whatever. I can't remember. But I could have swore there was something holding those nuts before. Yeah, I do work on cars for a living. I work on cars again at home. And I used to do it a lot more. I used to do almost 12 hours a day when I was building engines in my garage at my old house when I was in my 20s. Burning the candle at both ends is not suggested when you're in your 40s, especially if you live in Florida and it's summertime. You can kill yourself, literally. It's been 105 heat index the last 5 days. Well, no. Yesterday we got a break because it rained all day. 12 inches in 3 hours. Yeah, that was the highest they got in Tampa. Down here it was worse. We had a set of squalls blow through. That was pretty nasty. Like probably 30-mile-an-hour winds, which is like, spit on somebody to us in Florida because we're used to 150 every year. Yeah. Come hurricane season. I've been through 4 major hurricanes, or what they call major hurricanes. I'd only consider 2 of them major, and one was only kind of major. It was kind of a bitch as far as I was concerned. That's Ian and Charlie. Charlie was a beast.
Charlie was the last one that I went through.
Ian was here's how Ian was. So Charlie was a 5 straight up. Ian was a low 4. So there wasn't that much catastrophic damage. There wasn't that many sheds flying down the road and tornado offsprings. But that bitch went 17 straight. I think it was like 8 hours of wind going this way. And next thing you know, it's 8 hours of wind and water coming this way. Dude, when it switched direction, the air was white. You couldn't see 5 feet out the window. It was just nothing but water hauling ass down the street. Okay. You guys just keep quiet. Keep yourselves, all right? I can understand that, Mike. I put my head in the sink about 4 times today to cool off. but it's a big sink. It's a garage sink, a basin, if you will. Yeah, Mike Castagno. What were you saying? Oh yeah, that bitch is alive and kicking, my friend. They bought out what's his name too? Who's the dude who owns Kidstar? Those dickheads. Starts with L. The doctor and his, the Jewish doctor and his hardcore Christian wife. Levy. Dr. Ken Levy and something else. They own Kidstar Park. I used to work for him when I ran the little wannabe Chuck E. Cheese thing here. Yeah, the ones I wore my American by birth, Antichrist by choice shirt when I went to get my last check. Yeah. Because they fired me while their kid was studying their Hebrew. Not that I said anything about the Jews or Hebrew or anything, but the fact that they're forcing religion onto their two young children, 7 and 9, and the same religion that the parents have. One's Christian, one's Jewish. I think this is a recipe for disaster. Not to mention, forcing religion on your children at a young age is just dick. Let them figure it out for themselves. I mean, if you want to raise your kids by they're your kids, by all means. Go ahead. I just don't think it's fair. My parents didn't force religion on me, and I don't necessarily follow any organized religion because I think organized religion is kind of a bad thing. I think religion is great. You need to believe in something, you go right ahead and do it. But to have to go to a special building to compare clothes every Sunday is kind of bullshit. So that's the way I feel about it. But we don't talk religion on this channel, so I'm going to shut the hell up right now. We didn't talk about any particular religion anyway. Okay, that's enough. Sorry, my bad. I got off on a rant. Should have shut me up on that one, Mike. I thought you had my back, bro.
Shut up.
Thank you. I'll shut up now. Let's see. In Russia, asshole shits on you. Not you shit on asshole. That was like the most retarded thing I've said all day. Let's see. What's a really good quickie? You know the difference between ooh and ah? 3 inches. You know who told me that? My mom. Right, and I'm not kidding. All right, here's one for you. And yes, my mom told me this one too, right? So this guy's in New York on a business trip. Screws one. Sorry. And he decides, what, screw it. I'm gonna go a little action. I'm gonna order up a chick, right? So he talks to the concierge, sets him up. Gets this chick, comes up to his room. He's like, all right, cool, here we go, let's do some. And she's kind of hot and stuff. And he's like, all right, And he's like, how about we start off with a nice hand job? And chick's like, see all these rings? Got gold rings on her fingers, platinum rings, diamonds everywhere. I got these rings from giving HJs. He's like, all right, sounds good. Got the best HJ of his life, right? Has a little lunch. Says, you know what? How about a BJ? Points out the window. Says, see that Ferrari down there? I got that Ferrari from giving BJs. All right. And of course, gets the best BJ of his life. And a little time goes by, has a snack, a couple drinks. It's like, you know what? I think I'd like some poontang. And she goes, come over here. See that building over there? If I had a poontang, I'd own that building. Yeah. Who's like that? They can't all be singers, but some are. At least I'm trying. Are you not entertained? Somebody's like, set your beard on fire, they'll be entertained. Yeah, you know what? That's not what your mom said last night when it was rubbing her taint. I'm just saying I'd say that to somebody if they said that. I come back, dude. Hard and deep. That's not what she said. Hey, man. Easiest way to get quick laughs. Make fun of yourself. It's not like I give a shit. All right. Making fun of what?
Me.
Oh, dude, I'm making fun of you, man. You're all good, dude. Shit. You think I'm gonna make fun of you what? Because of your weight, your stature? You gotta see my boy Jesse, man. I love that mofo. He's pushing 360. Well, maybe more. I don't know. But he's also like 6'2". But he a big old boy. Boy, big.
I'm 6 and right around 3.
Yeah, man. You know, no different than you ever been. Well, a little bigger. Don't eat your feelings. Call me and tell me I'm an asshole.
You're an asshole.
Oh, do you feel better?
No.
Oh, well, that's not what I'm here for. You know, I appreciate you guys visiting me because I don't have any friends anymore. Well, no, I have friends. My friends are busy usually during the week. But, you know, I'm alone now because my wife left and took the dog. So I don't even have a dog to come home to. So I do appreciate all of you uh, watching the channel. At least I know you're there. You know, talking or texting or, you know, writing messages when you want to. Yeah, it's a bit of a lonely time for me. But, you know, I'm getting through it. You know, I'm a very resilient person when it comes to this kind of crap. I've been through a lot in my life. And I usually don't freak out about stuff. I just kind of collect it and deal with it, move on. You know, I'm a problem solver. So that's what I naturally do.
Just trying to tackle one at a time. That's all.
Yeah, the problem is I got 17 at a time now. It's kind of a pain in the butt. I mean, seriously, man. One thing after another. Freaking, you know, first I get off opiates, you know, and most drugs. And then I quit day drinking, got a new job. I was drunk for 20 years straight, and I'm not kidding, 24/7. I never had an alcohol content, probably less than 2.0. And I was perfectly coherent all the time because when you have that high tolerance from drinking for that long, you can't get drunk. You can good luck. You can try. I actually had a slight buzz the other day, but after half a handle of Tito's, you know, you figure, all right, I'm not touching that shit anymore because my kidneys still hurt. I'm serious, dude. It's like, okay, that was not worth it. But yeah, man.
Could be worse. It could have been Everclear.
Well, that's the thing, you know. Everclear unfortunately has some garbage in it because you know it's not 100% pure. But grain alcohol out of a proper distillery doesn't give you a hangover. Because I drank a bunch of moonshine with boys from South Carolina when we were at the car show up in Atlanta that one year. And after a whole mason jar and some of that, I felt like right as rain the next day, man. There's no impurities in it. It's the impurities in the liquor that makes you sick. And the sugars and all that shit.
Yeah. Sugars dehydrate you.
I'd get banned repeating my dad jokes. You think I didn't water down that mom joke just now? Trust me, man. There was a lot more detail in hers. Anyway.
I'm going to sign off and jump in the shower.
All right, brother, man. You have a good one.
You too, man. Be safe.
I'll make an attempt at it. You do the same. Good talking to you.
All right.
Later. All right. All right, gentlemen. I'm all yours. Yeah. Get this shit out of here. There we go. Wait. All right. So, red's on. I finally got the wing mount on all these weird ass shit I had to put in it, but that's why it doesn't have it's the wrong shock tower for a V6 mount, right? Okay, so that's why it was strange. I did my wife's last night. It seemed different. Yeah, everything else is good right now. This guy. Freaking, she's stout, man. She's ripping it. Wish I knew what speed, but yeah, shit happens. Where's my blue stuff? There it is. Okay, so that was done. I gotta rebuild the front on Clara's. She's a clicking. Hopefully I don't have to go through the whole thing, but if I do, I got backup cases and all that shit. Shock's gonna be done on this one next. That's my next big one. Maybe I'll just do them right now, actually. Shit. Anybody want to see a shock build? No. You guys care. Yeah, well, I'm surprised I've been banned, honestly, because I guess not for kids means it's all kind of free flowing unless you do something really stupid, like start talking about, you know, illegal stuff. I mean, I guess technically the oldest profession in the book is illegal in most states. I don't understand that because technically, no matter where you get it, you're paying for it somehow or another. Let's just slide over screw here or just bottom down. Who knows? She's loose. Right in the top plate too. I'll check the front end. Whoa. Wow. 5 of y'all. Hey, we go 3-on-3. No, I don't play basketball. I was at the boys' home with 10 black kids from Oakland when I was a kid. I was 6 foot by the time I was 12. And there's nothing like getting picked first and being the worst at it. Over and over again. I despise basketball. I mean, whatever, you guys do what you want. I'll stick to my hockey. Not that I even watch sports anymore. I got time. Simply working on cars, playing with cars, working on cars, building cars, blowing stuff up, watching TV. You know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I mean, my life's in a big flux right now. There's a lot of things changing every day. When you're going downhill, down a rabbit hole of drug abuse, and you've got somebody right next to you doing the same thing, you tend to not notice how bad you're getting because you look at them and go, "Oh, they're okay. I can just keep doing this." Well, unfortunately, it doesn't work out that way. Well, fortunately, it was, either that you either end up dead or you figure it out. I guess. I don't know. It wasn't on anything that kills you on a regular. So this is another one of those modifications I spoke of earlier. I just screwed it up when I did mine, so I'm going to fix it right now. So you can't normally get access to these screws because if you have a bash bumper or whatever else you have on it. Oh yeah, that one's smoked. That's nice. See, yeah, I don't think there's going to be any more room in that. Whoa. Maybe. Yeah, it's too damn long, just a little bit. Anything laying around? Nope. Okay. Oh, there we go. That's longer. That was in the bumper. Get that there. Should fix it. It doesn't lock the diff up. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I need to elongate these bottom screws because I can't get to the bulkhead screws through it. That's the modification. Take the super bash, drill some holes in it. That way you can get it to your bulkhead if you need to tighten it. So just a pretty simple little thing. It's just one of the mini mods we do on armors to make them better, more reliable, faster, more fun. All that good stuff. There's nothing wrong with them. I mean, they work just fine. It's just a matter of you can make it better. Why not do it? I mean, without spending a bunch of money. Most of these are mods you can do for a couple bucks, or you might have parts laying around, or it's not a huge deal. I'm not gonna go out there and be like, "Hey, everybody, you must buy this $300 thing if you want your car to run." Nah, screw that. Not my bag, baby. Yeah, I know this is barbaric what I'm trying to do this bumper, but you know what? That's all I needed was to be able to get to that screw head. And keep that front end tight. So we put some juice for these things on a regular. I mean, if you've seen the videos, you know that. But all right, so there's that. Get that done. Bolt the bumper. Back one's in. I think that's about it. I think I set my droop on this yesterday, so that's straight. Check your droop often. If you have a vehicle, especially that jerks off to the side, like left or right when you hit the gas or when you hit the brake, or when you go to a wheelie, it always goes off to the right. Or when you jump, it always does something left or right. That's weird, and you don't know why. Check your droop. and do it without your shocks on because that's kind of the big equalizer. Always set your droop to where you have a little bit of pressure on the shocks if you can, because if you have that slop in there from like the upper, the top of the shock, like the new V6s have that rubber thing in the top of the shocks, which I think is a really bad idea because that gives you slop in the shock. So if you don't get your droop way up there, then you're going to have constant slop, and it's not good for handling at all because then you got a loose spot at the bottom of your travel. You don't need that. It's not good. Not good for you. Not good for car. Ooh, that's we go. See, like I said, every time you take one of these apart, you find 5 more things you got to fix. No, it's not. Move it a little bit. Yeah, it just does. There we go. Okay. That's is that moving? Sure is. Damn it! Come on. Can't get to that one. Maybe I can. Out. Yep. Yeah, that's the inner rod moving. That's good. Good. And a little bit of slop there. Yeah, a little bit of slop there. The way I usually check these things after a run or before I run them or whatever to make sure they're good, like you can grab your just whole wheel, pull it back and forth, like trying to move your bulkheads. If you feel any movement like that, you probably want to check stuff out. If you got a little bit of pin movement, no big deal, but check your bulkhead screws. And also you can grab them and hold them by the front and the back and shake them. If you feel something loose when you do that, check it. Because if you got like maybe one of your shock standoffs coming loose, and if you take it out there, it's going to start walling back and forth, and then they eventually break off unless you tighten it up. So if you grab it like that and shake it, you'll feel it if it's loose. Should straighten that center drive shaft ladder out. All right, that one's done. Oh. So let's see. This one's going to get a new center diff yoke. Yeah. Hopefully that's it. All right. Oh, that's loose. See, every time you pick up one of these, you start finding more loose stuff. Nah, I don't know if that goes for everybody. I know it happens to me. Every time I go in for one little thing, like, oh, I'm going to just rebuild the diff, or I'm going to redo the shocks, I start looking at it, find this is loose, this is broken. These things are put through a hell of a lot of a beat down, and it's like, ooh, that servo sounds crunchy. That's why it's a 329 TG, top of the line. Don't even know what the hell it is. It's like something in a box we have. Of course, I don't have any more spare servos because I'm using them all in GT and other things. Guys, give me a second. I need a bathroom break. And I'll be right back. There it goes. Gallon. All right. How we going here? Here, big boy. Big boy. Boy. All right. Light plus 6 on charge. And the lights off the phone. There's some background music going so I can copyright this bitch. All right. Well, Oh yeah, I haven't sleeved the pins in these yet. Especially good with used control arms to do that sleeving job I do because like when they get used and wallered out, that'll fix them right up. You won't even take near as much material out when you drill it. I actually drill out the control arms and I put a brass sleeve in there. I haven't bent more than one hinge pin since that, which has been about 3 months. However, I have broken some blocks, A, B, C, and D's. Well, no, all I've really broken is C's and D's. Because I haven't laid it on the front enough. All right, so center differential. That's not as straight, is it? Shit, my hand was. Oh yeah, that is a Hobby Wing arrma combo. Really, dude? Like, you're starting again. All right. What the hell? It's hard to believe this thing's still going. Nobody's saying anything. You guys are really boring. I really need to fix this lighting on the other camera. Put some tape up there in a little bit as soon as I get off here. So I can cover that light up. I'll be all messed up. Actually, I think this helped last night. No, not really. It does when I turn down the brightness, but we'll figure it out. Oof. Yeah, this guy's a chew in it, huh? A little bit of slotness going on there. My hand over so you actually see it. Like that slot is chewed up. Scorch blocks are the ones to go with. If you don't, just make you know what that is. Well, Scorch blocks doesn't have blocks in the right spectrum. They don't have 1 degree blocks with 3 to 5 degrees of rear anti-squat. And that's just the way it is. Nobody does. I mean, you can use the adjustables to make that, but nobody makes them stock. That's why I want to make my own. Among the other many, many things I need to get around to. But yeah, I mean, I just don't understand why nobody makes them like that. And I mean, MTC's got 1 degree toe blocks, but you have to run their bolt through bars. You can't run standard hinge pins. You know, and I mean, everybody says it's better, but I don't know. You have to have something on the car as a sacrificial piece. Something's got to break because something's going to break. Of course, they don't. They don't make them for standard stuff. And I don't know if that's a better thing or worse because I've never used them, so I can't say they're good or bad. But I'm sure they're not bad coming from MGC. Nothing bad comes from MGC. Not that I've ever heard or seen. Yeah, that thing is in there and stuck, and it doesn't want to turn, and there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm gonna have to get this thing from the other side. So we go the whole goddamn thing. All right, well, I'll take these back in. So I'll have to wait till that screw falls out. It looks like there's a piece of a driver broke off in it. Of course, I would use it on the, that car. Actually, I could just take this guy here and put it together and throw it in there. This is the diff that was in one of my trucks. Million weight plus in it. Oh, this is a non-EXP. That's why I took it out. Yeah. Right. The rear yoke's still chalked up anyway on that one, so screw it. I don't want to put any non-EXPs in anything anymore. Trying to get away from that. EXPs are better, stronger. The housings are stronger just because of the size. The gears are better because of the bevel and the size of the teeth. No. I mean, it's kind of hard to do a straight cut gear because you're just gonna. I mean, they're louder and shit, but I've never had a straight cut gear work properly. They always shred quick, and even with my diff shimmy. Come on to buy the world a joke and teach the world to sing his perfect harmony. Right. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, I just don't understand why nobody gives you the options because it's a better way to run. Maybe nobody's tried it. Maybe nobody's said, hey, let's take these TRL Typhon adjustable blocks and I'm going to throw them on my crate or my Notorious. I don't know. I mean, I did that right away. I'm like, adjustable freaking anti squat? Yeah, cool. Because I used to use that in racing. You know, I know all about it. I know how it works. I know what it does. It's a bit different off road than it is on road, but, you know, it's still got good effects. What is wrong with these things? Chock full of junk. That's what. Best thing in the world to get dirt and shit out of bolts when you're trying to get a hold of the head? A water pick. Go to your grandma's, grab her water pick, stick it down in your bolts, you blow that dirt right out of there. Just kidding, man. Don't go to your grandma's house, use your water pick. Buy your own, you cheap shit. Now, don't think that I'm going to build this diff up to my standards because I honestly don't want to take it apart, but I have to because I'm going to replace that outright because that is going to snap the dog bone. Or not the dog bone, but the pin. Ow, that was my not funny bone. Jesus, really? What the hell is wrong? Come here. Shit, man, that plate didn't work on. Wow, it's the first time for that. It's cut. Is under the Big Mac. Put you away. You need to be there when your baby's old enough to relate. Ah, screw it. Just throw some damn new ones in it. I don't really want to, but probably gonna buy some more tomorrow, I guess. That works. Put a USB sticker on the radio. Doesn't matter. All right. Reshire. Need green. Very green. Well, Mike, it's just you and me. At least some people stop by. How's the little one doing? Uh, 1.5. What, toe? It's too much. I mean, it's not terrible, but I mean, it's better than 3, but it's still 1.5. Or anti squat. So, both. Zero-degree toe. I prefer 1 degree of toe, but I want 3 to 5 degrees of anti squat too. And that's going up in the front, down in the back on the CDs. CDs nuts. I'm just kidding. All right. Okay. He's on the gun that he's feeling nuts. Feeling nuts. That's a million weight. Sounds good. Yeah, let's throw some pluggy in there. I want this thing spinning up those tires. Where's my plugs? Smoke crack. A-hole. Got the nuts. Oh, those holes are full of garbage, dude. What the hell? Dude, how'd that happen? I've got brake cleaner here too. Just squirt them out. Should actually pull the screws on the other side and run them through like I usually do, but well, at least it's that important. Not too much. No, I'll be fine with that plug in. Yeah, shit, why not? I'm already there. Put a bearing on it real quick. Okay, shit. Really? There's a washer. A washer? How did that happen? Okay, that's weird. Never seen that before. Yeah, I got one here. Oh, by the way, I kind of revised the setup on those. I'm starting to do a three cut at an angle, kind of like so it just grips the stuff, and holds it on the washers. Oh, shit, that was slipped out. Not only that, but in a better setup, but angled on the turbo version. I'm just kidding. How did I not have a washer there? Unless that's what those weird little chunks of shit are. Probably. I was just kidding. There's no weird little chunks of shit. Just nothing. That's set. Get on there. Oh yeah, tons of crap coming out. I doubt this is gonna work. Dr. Bud Monkey. This is not the way to assemble differentials. I just don't care right now. I'm tired, and this car usually doesn't get driven. And I'll pay for it later when I have to fix it, and I'm okay with that. Because it needs to be changed out anyway. All these things need to be rebuilt on this car. Oh yeah, we're getting quite the squish of fluid on this one. Airflows usually do that. Lucky. Honestly, I think I'm going to start drilling these aluminum housings and putting a screw in them for leakage. That way when you tighten them down, you can get the extra fluid out of them like you can with the plastics. Because that's kind of stupid they don't have that on the metal one. I mean, like you're really supposed to weigh that shit or guess or get just the right amount on it? Come on now. Yeah, a little P-Funk psychedelic. Doubt anybody out there knows who this is. Except Mike, maybe. Nah, you're not into that stuff. I don't think. Yeah, that's true. So much garbage. Oh, really? We want the funk. Let's see how that works out. Probably not going to. It's pushing. Get in there. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Balls deep in the can of Cinnamon noise. Right? Little guy's doing great. That's great, man. You gotta tell them that when there's girls that you don't hate, you don't want to do that. You ain't gonna worry about that crap anytime soon. Yeah, it's not stiff as a million should be. Oh. Oh yeah, all right. So you're gonna take out the center diff. You want to get it back in somewhat easily. Trust me, loosen up your center brace. It's like a lot easier because that's the one that binds up when you try to get it in there. Is that rear one? Yes, this one's got 0 spacers in, I believe, so that needs to be fixed. Yeah, there are no spacers in this one. So let's cut some spacers out real quick. RC jet fuel tubing. Now, of course, you can buy O-rings from like, I don't know, whoever. M2C sells them. Or Scorched maybe, I don't know. But, I mean, all you gotta do is cut a piece of fuel line. Of course, you can probably find an O-ring that'll stick in there instead of have to worry about it falling out. Now, the fun part's trying to get them in. So put them on an Allen wrench or, driver like so. Put the driver in the hole of the cup you're trying to install the spacer in. And push it down with another wrench. Come on, get down there. Hang it up on something. And just push it right on the hole. And it should stay there at least until you put the driver or the axle in. And just like so. Right. That way you can get it in there without issue. So, big one. Nope, that's the funk. Okay, there's that. The funk. Give up the funk. And then we need the other two in the diff. Suggest doing these one at a time. Makes life a lot easier. Get one set, and then start getting that halfway in there. And get your other one in there. And get your other axle set. And then just slam it together like you usually do. Oop, now we got sideways. She's good. That don't sound good. What are we rubbing here? Okay, anyways. Figure out in a minute. There's a case on it. And the only reason this car has upgraded parts is because they were spares that were either recovered from the fire that we had extras of because people just bought stuff and sold cars and got rid of cars and just ended up with a bunch of extra shit. No reason not to use it. That screw is not going in the bottom of its hole. It's stopping prematurely for some reason. Probably some crap in there. So let's give it a stab. Something in here really hard. Yeah, probably some Loctite shit. Well, guess we'll have to deal with it for now. Jam up the funk. How do I have all these spare parts? Who knows? There we go. Now she's seated. And yeah, that just died. Say, I have no regrets today. Go. And done. So how about that noise? Ah, come on. Oh. Right. Hey, did you need those part numbers for the Century Springs? For the 6s? I got them in my phone. I can give them to you real quick. that, and we're right there. Go back in. We're done. All right. Disconnect the dots. Tomorrow's just another crazy day. Disconnect the dots. This hasn't been converted over to 3 now. Shit. All right. Well, there's more shit to do. I guess some other time. Oh, I see what I did. I just jacked it up to the extra line, but I didn't put the extra hole in it yet. That's great. There we go. All right. So that is ready to go. Except for that, what are we binding on? Am I gear mesh way the hell out because I put new bearings in it? Probably. So let's loosen that up. Move it on out. That's why it was so stiff when I put it in. Gear mesh too damn tight. Bearings were shot. Gears were over tight. This is how it works. Getting better, but not there yet. There we go. Oof. That's not okay. What are we doing? What the hell is going on? Is my opinion loose on this bitch? Yeah, sure is. There's a problem. Nope, something else is still fucked up. What the fuck? I'm tempted to take this thing out and just beat it till it submits, but now I gotta take the damn motor out because of fucking pinion, so then I'll find out what's wrong with the diff. Fuck! Alright, well, that's enough for today. I'm tired of looking at shit. Time to enjoy myself and maybe go down to the skate park, break some shit. Have some dinner, go to bed, get it, fucking do it all over again. But I wish I could finish that 16-hour fucking motor job. Alright. Alright. Well, Mike, my buddy, I'll talk to you soon. Shoot me a call whenever you want, man. Seriously, I'm lonely. So lonely. I'm doing alright. I'm just, I prefer to have people to talk to. People I know. At least like the fucking option. Shit. Yeah. Alright, man. I'll talk to you soon. Take care of yourself. Take care of your family. I know you will. You're super dad. See you, buddy. Godspeed.